Guys, we have a brand new series on the channel, and this is different intros from College Football 25. Well, back when it was NCAA, from 2007 until Madden. I'm going to try my best not to call it Madden today. College Football 25. For some reason, Madden has been in my brain like crazy. So we're starting off here with NCAA 07. Then we're going to go 08, 09, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then finally we're going College Football 25. So we're literally going every single NCAA game from 07. Now this obviously is for OSU, Ohio State University, who did just go ahead and win the Natty. I'm a Notre Dame fan, so listen. I'd like to give a huge congratulations to OSU. You guys deserved it. You guys kicked our butt in the first half. We gave you a fight in the second half, okay? But we did take the L in the end. So shout out to you guys for that. It's kind of funny because our defense coordinator for Notre Dame is now my defense coordinator for the Bengals. I know it's weird. Most Bengals fans are fans of OSU, Ohio State University, same state. I'm a Notre Dame fan. Have been since I was like 2 years old. So it's been like 25 some odd years. Gonna stay that way. Now, what you're gonna see in this video is the early NCAA games. They don't have much of an intro, which is kind of different from Madden, because if you watch my Madden series, even back in 2002 and 2005, they had pretty damn good intros in the older Maddens, especially 06 and 07. For some reason, college football wasn't like that. NCAA wasn't like crazy with their intros. I think it's because they didn't have the rights to the players. So that's why you're seeing in all these intros, it doesn't say name of players. It says numbers. So it says quarterback, number 15. Instead of saying Tim Tebow, it would say quarterback number 15, because they don't have the rights to actually go ahead and say Tim Tebow. And that goes for pretty much all of these games, except for College Football 25. And I also think College Football 14 or NCAA 14 is like that too, where they actually have the rights to say the players' names and use their likeness. But before that, they didn't. So like right here, quarterback number 17. Who is that? Well, if you're a fan of the team, you probably know who that is. If you're not a fan of the team, then you might not. So it was always a weird factor. NCAA 11 has like one of the best intros, as you can see on your screen here. This is the first technical intro of this video, because every other intro was absolutely dog crap. And then NCAA 11 comes out. Not only does it have Road to Glory, which is freaking amazing, by the way, with Eric Andrews, one of the best game modes of all time, it also has one of the coolest intros of the NCAA series. It gives you players walking out, some likeness. You know, they're all holding arms together as they walk out. It's actually pretty damn cool. Gives you kind of that excitement for the first time in NCAA history, where it's not just a plain vanilla, oh, there's OSU's field, and that's pretty much that. You actually get to see the fans, you get to see the players running out, the mascot running out, the flag. I'm not sure what's going on with the field. I don't know if this is a glitch or if this is actually what the field looks like in like NCAA 11. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm running this on the Xbox 360, so yeah, it's a little weird. One thing you will see in NCAA is EA Sports was not scared of showing off sponsors. You know how nowadays in Madden, we actually have like no sponsors at all shown, and EA really hides them from view? No, that was not the case in college football and NCAAs in the past. They really put those sponsors out there. They made that bread and butter any way they could. And Reese's was a huge sponsor of it. So, kind of funny how nowadays, a little bit different than back in the day. Back in the day, it was like, we're trying to get as much of these sponsor money as possible. Now, back in the day, I don't believe was college football, was NCAA ran by EA Sports? I think it was, yeah, right? I'm saying right like this is a live chat. But because the big thing was with college football 25, EA took over it. And a lot of people were upset because they made it a money-hungry game. So I got to check that real fast. I'm going to fact check myself. Made by EA, right? Yeah, EA Sports. Okay, I was correct. Yeah. So it was made by EA Sports. It's just they weren't as money hungry back in the day as they are now. I don't know why I actually questioned myself there. That's like the stupidest thing I've ever questioned myself about, because that's like the most obvious answer. But anyway, they weren't as money hungry. So back in the day, it was a lot more fun. They cared about gameplay. They cared about making the game good. Not about nowadays where it's like, how much money can we get from the fans? Can we suck the fans dry of every single penny and dime they have? I don't know why. In my perfect dream mind, EA Sports is like a supervillain. And they run it like a supervillain movie. That's pretty much what I think of whenever I think of EA Sports. They're EA Sports. It's in the game. Is pretty much the best way I can say it. It's in your game. It's in my game. And these intros got so much freaking better. Also, how this series works, just like my other series, guys. If you want to see a certain team, tell me down below. We're not doing this in any particular order. This is just going to be based on what team you want to see. It's what team we'll do next. So we'll just kind of, off the wall it, as you would say, one by one to see, whatever team you guys want to see. Because when it comes to these series, it's really based on what you guys like, what teams you want to see. Because there are some teams, let's be honest, that people don't care about, okay? No one cares about the Cleveland Brownies. Unless you're a Browns fan, then you might care about the Cleveland Brownies. But for the majority, people don't really care about intros for the Brownies, okay? No one really cares about intros for the Raiders, unless you're a Raiders fan. So that's my whole mindset with that. But anyway, though, we do got college football 13. Did I run this twice, or did this, Hold up. I think I ran this intro twice, because this feels like it's been, 17 years of the same intro. I think I definitely ran this intro twice by accident. But, okay, so we're about to get on the Madden College Football 14. NCAA 14. See, eventually we were going to get there, I promised you. And this is what it looks like. Yeah, NCAA 14 was weird. It had, this intro sequence where it's, trying to make a movie out of the two teams playing before. So you have OSU versus Michigan State. I don't really get it, but I mean, I really will say I liked 11, 12, and 13 better than 14. I think 14 is kind of trying to do too much on that intro, but it's still a great game. I mean, game-wise, it's one of the best. Absolutely one of the best. But when it comes intro-wise, I don't know. I'll let you guys have your opinions down below which one is the best intro. I'm going to go with NCAA 11 as the best intro. And now we have College Football 25. The latest and the greatest. And starting off with a marching band is kind of freaking hilarious, to be honest. Absolute W marching band. Really holding down the fort on this one, boys. Really going extra for us on this one. But, guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, though. Make sure to like and subscribe button if you are indeed new. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.